on a beautiful day in Sydney, and we're ready to go. Stand by. Racing now. Major Beale. Major Beale's jumped out pretty well. Looks like it might lead. Benno's handy. Cleveland handy as well in a long rein. Torrance will park about fourth on the rails as True Marvel is poking up on the outside of runners. Then Apache Bell from Carla Poor, Land Legend. Parking on the outside of Raging Bull in the new stable now. And Outlandos last of all. So Hieronymus has Major Beale in front. Turning out of the straight, and the favourite Cleveland rolls up on the outside. He looks really relaxed, the favourite. A half length off the leader. Now Torrance has been able to drive into third right on the back of the leader. Benno fourth, one out, one back, and there was no spot for True Marvel. So he has to go forward now and sit outside the leader. Back midfield is Carla Poor. Then came Apache Bell. There followed back in the field to Land Legend, has been really well backed, and he's tugging along third last in front of Raging Bull, and Atlanta sees them all. Major Beale leads racing to the mile mark, and True Marvel eventually got to second. Torrance third, and Cleveland looks like he wants to have a sleep there in the fourth position. Couldn't be any more relaxed, the favourite, followed by Carla Poor on the inside of the grey Benno. Further back to Apache Bell, Raging Bell, Land Legend, and Outlandos is the last one. So about 8 lengths covers the field, and they're almost at the halfway mark now. And Major Beale on the dry track today leads the way by a length and a half to True Marvel, followed by Torrance third, Cleveland still fourth, one out, one back. Now a run from back in the field. Looks like Land Legend starting a run, and Land Legend's going right around the outside of runners. Let go there by Tyler Schiller. So this heavily backed Land Legend moves up to Major Beale at the 1,000 and goes on with the job as well. Land Legend gets a half in front now to Major Beale. 2 off to True Marvel, and now Cleveland with the pace dropping for a fraction. McDonald gets going on the favourite. So Cleveland strides to second. Major Beale third. More runs coming from back in the field. Carla Poor, Benno try to get into it. True Marvel's under the pump. Then come Outlandos. Torrance has been shuffled back from Raging Bull and Apache Bell. 600 metres to go. Land Legend and Cleveland, the two favourites, in a tooth and nail battle a long way from home. Then came the grey Benno going to third on the outside of Carla Poor. Into the straight, Land Legend on the inside of Cleveland, knuckling out a great finish at the 300. 2 lengths away to Benno. Land Legend and Cleveland, head and head they go inside the final furlong. There's still nothing in this. Land Legend and Cleveland clear from Carla Poor. Land Legend's kicking now. Tyler Schiller's taking control, and Land Legend will land good bets to win the St Ledger Stakes, beating Cleveland and Carla Poor. Torrance fourth, then came Benno. Further back to Outlandos, Raging Bull, True Marvel, Major Beale, Apache Bell. Has that got you in the mood for Everest Day?
2:41 the old track record. They've run 2:39.87. What an exciting staying race to kick off the day.
Yes, more to come from him as well, because he's only a young import, and he ran to the rail there, and you would have thought he would have lost all momentum. To do that, this track must be on fire for these horses to run that time. And yeah, he lifted. I thought there was no betting straightening up, that Cleveland was going to go on with the job, but beaten by another of these young progressive imported stayers.
Well done, Katie. I'm assuming that was the boss.
That was indeed, yeah, a very happy boss at that, shall I say.
What a performance by your horse out there today. Broken a track record and a real staying performance.
Yeah, look, we couldn't have wished any more from him today. He's definitely provided for us. Mr. Bonhai has been a very strong, owner for us, and we couldn't be any more delighted for him to have this winner here today.
And you came out here specifically to win this St Ledger?
We did. We had this in our sights. So he'll stay out here now with Chris Willer, and what he goes on from here now is up to him. But no, delighted with today.
What sort of a horse is he?
A good horse. He's won that very nicely today. So look forward to what he can progress and do out here now.
Is this your first trip down under?
It is indeed,
Have
yeah.
you had a good time?
Absolutely delighted.
Does this make it better?
100%, yeah.
Get back on the phone to the boss.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Well done, Tyler. That was a game ride, mate.
Yeah, I just got told not to alter his momentum. He said he's a really building stayer, and he said if they don't go a quick clip, see if he can get around and get going early. I didn't actually have to force him to be there. He was just in his comfort zone, and I think it showed in the end because he started pulling away again. He's still doing a couple of things wrong, wanting to lay in, but other than that, he's faultless.
What went through your mind when you skipped up the fence there at about the 300?
I was a little bit worried, especially with that horse next to me, but it sort of forced him back on again. Once I pulled the stick through to the right, he was really strong late.
Oh, no, bud.
Thank you.
And we're just about ready. Nails Murphy's been well backed. Racing now, and Ivan's Hero jumped well together with Body Bob going on with the job, and Body Bob just has the lead early. Rise of the Masses will hold a forward spot in advance of Ivan's Hero. Sister Moon out deep. Casablanca in striking distance early. On the inside at Nails Murphy. The English horse is very well positioned in the early stages. Further back then to Al Mahaha on the improve in advance of Eastern Glow. A gap back to Highlights. The well fancied Sequestered is back third last and improving on the rails, and the last two Super Chilled on the inside of Carmaguay. So Body Bob's got the front now by a length on Sister Moon. Rise of the Masses with cover third. Ivan's Hero fourth. A length and a half then to Nails Murphy, trucking along on the outside of the favourite Casablanca. 600 metres to go, and Body Bob ups the ante a little bit now, and Body Bob has Sister Moon well off the bridle. Hieronymus pushing away at Rise of the Masses on the inside. Clear then from Ivan's Hero. Further back to Nails Murphy, and Casablanca going back to the inside. Body Bob going well at the 250. 2 lengths clear from Rise of the Masses. Ivan's Hero. Casablanca's running out of room on the inside, and Sequestered pouncing. Body Bob in front. Sequestered with a big white face moved up, took the lead and draws away. Sequestered beat Body Bob. Nails Murphy third. Rise of the Masses maybe fourth in front of the favourite Casablanca. Ivan's Hero, Eastern Glow, then Super Chilled. Highlights Carmaguay, and one of the last in was Al Mahaha, with Sister Moon dropping out to finish last.
Sequestered has burst through with a turn of foot to score in the second race. Number 19, James Cummings, and that'll get rid of some nerves, if he has any, for Zach Lloyd, who's going to ride Cylinder in those very colours, but with a white cap in the Tab Everest later today. Sequestered has won from Brave Body Bob, and number 16, Nails Murphy, will be third.
Yeah, fearless ride by Lloyd. If you get a look at that helicopter shot of that, he weaved through, he got to the outside, and she finished off appreciating that hot speed up front, and was outstanding hitting the line there. So cool, calm, collected ride, and it does set him up for the day. There's no doubt about it. How well is this horse going? Body Bob goes out 100 mile an hour again, looks a sitting shot, and just fights all the way. Definitely a horse to follow Nails Murphy, maybe over a little further later on after having his chance. But nice mare, better mare this preparation for sure.
Yeah, another terrific ride by Zach. He's been a little bit frustrated with his form lately. He went down to Kembla through the week and, you know, started to ride really, really well. Not that he's been riding bad, but he's just been a bit frustrated with the way things have been going. But it's good to see him get that winner early on the board.
Class record, 1:21.24, beating Something Fast. Well done, James. Duff was just saying that looked pretty good from the chopper shot, how Zach weaved a passage.
Yeah, he was full of running at the top of the straight, and that's because he relied on Dominic's tactics, got it spot on there, and when she was just, you know, with a sail full of wind there at the top of the straight, it was going to be pretty hard to hold her out. She's nimble enough to weave a passage, and she let loose at the line like a mare that is going to go to a higher level than this.
So a good speed was expected, and to ride her patiently like that.
Yeah, and I love the way Zach Lloyd's, like, you know, he listens well. He's getting these horses travelling, balances them up, and you know, the results are there to see. So hopefully it's a good start for us today, and a good start for Zach that, you know, paves the way for further success later on. You know, you got it. It's nice to get things to go your way early.
New hat?
Yeah, you spotted it.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Zach. That must feel really, really good. A bit of a nerve settle before a big race.
Yeah, for sure. It's a big day and obviously a lot of good rides for the boss. So it's good to keep him happy early and hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling.
It's a nice patient ride. Webbed your way through.
Yeah, it probably wasn't plan A to be that far back. Ideally, following Gaza Blanca would have been good, but they were just going too quick for her early, and she's probably a filly that will get over a bit further in time. So just let her find her feet the first 400, and yeah, the last 400 was electric.
She looks like she's got a little bit of improvement as well.
Yes, I was very, very happy with her today. She was turned out nicely, but I think that bit of step up in distance in the future would do her good.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, Corey.
Completes the lineup, and the light is on. Racing now, and what a scratchy start that was. Yarraville was awkward out. Gentileschi and Queen of Dragons weren't great either, and the two Waterhouse bot runners have hit the gates. Aditi and on the outside Zelda, and they dominate early. Jolly Star goes to third. Arctic Glamour in a tricky spot early as Kind Words rails through into fifth. Then came Kundalini, and now Arctic Glamour just eases back a little bit, trying to get in and get some cover there at the 1,000. 2 lengths away to Bolero Bill. Oceans of Energy, the rails. Broadcaster out on a limb. Further back to Gentileschi, wedged between runners. Yarraville the outside. Queen of Dragons all cluttered up. Last of all, Aditi takes the lead clearly. Length and a half to Zelda. Kind Words rails to third. Jolly Star in striking distance fourth. A couple then to Arctic Glamour, the favourite, right behind it. Kundalini down on the rails. Further back to Broadcaster. Bolero Bell as they race inside the 500 metres. And Aditi shows the way by length on Zelda. Jolly Star peeling 3 wide. Arctic Glamour gets going. Broadcaster very wide, and Kind Words tucked behind them. Aditi might have had enough now, and Jolly Star and Arctic Glamour, they race to the front together. Jolly Star and Arctic Glamour, the two favourites fighting it out, and Arctic Glamour puts the head in front from Jolly Star, going through the gears now, and Arctic Glamour draws away for a dominant win over Jolly Star. Third home Broadcaster, that's been a big run. 3 wide the trip. Kundalini fourth, followed then by Bolero Bill, Queen of Dragons. Aditi and Zelda tied from Oceans of Energy. Bolero Bill, Gentileschi, then Kind Words, and Yarraville was last in.
Well, they're cheering here at Royal Randwick as a favourite salutes. I'm tipping they are cheering around the world because that got crunched on the tote into $1.60. $1.60 will be the win on the tote, $1.10 for the place, and with the fixed odds around $1.85. They've backed it everywhere. Number 4, Arctic Glamour, has strode away from Jolly Star. Ronnie, here's the chopper replay of these two settling down to fight it out, and Broadcaster huge in third. Yeah,
look, she's obviously a nice filly. She's put 2 together now, and just a little bit stronger at the 1400 maybe than Jolly Star there. And she is the filly to follow when she gets to a mile. Broadcaster. She did it a little bit tough, but she really rallied there late. I think she's got something to offer. Lovely, big, strong filly for the future, but won't be those odds next time.
Well done, Sterling. You got a good one?
Yeah, it looks to. Obviously, she's backed up a good first up performance the other day, and I think she's beaten a nice filly in the process.
You just came here today thinking she had to do it, not knowing really where she was at?
Look, it's still all coming a bit quick for her. I was a little bit worried mid-race today. She travelled nowhere near as good as she did first up, but that just might be a bit of an indication she might be looking for a bit further.
You got black type. Very important Reginald Allen win, so what do you aim at now?
Probably under the calendar Presnell now, and that'll give us a good idea at a mile, and then you might see head down to 1,000 guineas.
Group 2 and $1 million.
Yeah, it's
calendar
okay.
Presnell.
Yeah, thanks, well Mr. Villani's.
Good on you.
Well done, Macca. That was good. Once she found cover, travelled well.
Yeah, she did, Brandy. She's a very exciting filly. She blew them away in maiden grade last time. Watching the replay, I was thinking, did she beat much, this and that? But you've got to go on feel, and the feel she gave me was that she's well above average, and she'd give me that feel again today.
She didn't travel as well as what she did last time. Is that an indication that she wants further?
She was okay when they backed it off a little bit down the side. I was good for a bit, and then I was just mindful that I didn't, because I'd steadied up, I thought I'll just get her out and get her mobile, because she took sort of 150 metres the other day to get going, so I just had her out in the clear and building up, and when I asked her for a bit, she done 100 metres work, got up in front of the horse on the inside and then just coasted. So, I haven't given her a tap around the saddle yet, so it'll be exciting to see, when she gets to that next level again.
Well done, bud.
Thanks, mate.
There's plenty of early toe, but he's drawn wide out here in the Gloaming Stakes. We're good to go. Giddy up in the Gloaming. Stand by. They're off and racing. And a great line out. Gambare from the extreme outside draw, settled about midfield. Rough attack right there from Ravello. Followed by Snowman, put up on the speed. In front of Noisy Boy, then Glad You Think So. Kintyre is speeding forward and Gambare's caught very wide. So Rough Attack leads. Kintyre goes to second and Bowman's got Snowman. Box setting third on the leaders, back in advance of Glad You Think So, and Gambare is caught three wide in the early part. Then came Ravello, Noisy Boy. A lot quieter today, settling midfield. Clear from the roughie, Highborn Harry on the outside of the favourite Tom Kitten is well back. Cap Ferrara half back the inside. Two further back to Tannhauser from Long Jeans, and Waverley is last of all. So the field fairly well strung out. Raff Attack in front by a length and a half to Kintyre. Snowman very well positioned in third. Gambare eventually got to fourth after the wide trip early and still doing a bit of work out there. Further back to Glad You Think So on the outside of Ravello. Then came Cap Ferrar from Noisy Boy, Highborn Harry. Boy, Tom Kitten's well back. All strung up in traffic, the favourite Tom Kitten. Tannhauser's up on his outside. So Tom Kitten's third last on the turn. Raff Attack in front from Kintyre, a half length between them. Then Gambare. Snowman needs a bit of room now. Followed by Glad You Think So. Cap Ferrar. Tom Kitten 10 lengths away, trying to get into the race. Raff Attack in front from Kintyre. Snowman desperately needs to come off heels. Bowman's got clear running now. It's Raff Attack a half in front to Kintyre. Then Snowman, Glad You Think So. Cap Ferrar. Tom Kitten. Will it be too late? Raff Attack still in front. Tom charging home, but Raff Attack clung on. Raff Attack beat Tom Kitten. Big run in defeat. Cap Ferrar third. Then Kintyre, Glad You Think So. Long Jean. Snowman didn't pick up when clear. Then Gambare from Ravello. Further back to Waverley, Tannhauser, Noisy Boy and Highborn Harry.
Well, Raff Attack has scored and held on. I think we're going to have to send Corey Brown into the jockey's room to stand between Rawilla and McDonald, who are having the time of their lives out the back. Gee whiz. Tom Kitten's run second, got into awful trouble. We'll go back and show you what happened there. 148.11, 35.61 the last 600. Raffle win.
Yeah, you can't beat racing style, and that's what he had the winner. He got into more of a rhythm at 1,800 metres today. I don't even know how he's run second, that horse. Tom Kitten, he just didn't show as much speed as we expected out of the barrier. And then Nash was adamant, I don't want to go anywhere near the rail. He stayed one off the rail, and then he forced McDonald to go round him. Then they got into their own little personal duel there. And look, no better informed jockey than Nash at the moment, but he's not having much fun with Tom the last few runs, that's for sure. So they're not getting on very well, and I reckon he should have won again here today. But all honours with the winner. You make your own luck, and that wins more than 50% of races when you're up near the lead here.
Yeah, definitely couldn't agree more. I think Tom Kitten was a good thing beating there today. Nash, I could see what he was doing coming in around about the 600 metre mark. The horse that he was following in front wasn't going to take him into the race. He was looking for clear air, and J-Mac wasn't having any of that. He tried to hold him back in behind, but then they got into a bumping duel. He got very, very unbalanced, and definitely should have won the race.
Together, James went up really quickly on Nash's outside, and then they first come together for that bump.
Well, James could see what Nash was about to do. He was wanting wanting to get clear air, and James obviously following him to his outside. He wanted to get up around him and hold him back in that spot so he couldn't get clear running. But Nash, yes, obviously, left hand down, and they got into a bit of a bumping duel.
Yeah, and pushed him out again, and then Tom gets going, Ronnie. There's the helicopter shot from that 600 metres mark, so they were bumping into each other for sure.
Yeah, he just wasn't going well enough, Tannhauser, to hold him in, and Nash was half carting there, wanting to avoid the fence early for all that race, but it didn't work out very good. Just more than anything, got too far back, didn't take advantage of the inside draw. That might have been just horse rather than jockey.
Okay, the protest, I think, has just been sorted out at Eagle Farm. Was it dismissed? Dismissed, so there might be a delay getting back to Brisbane. Well, Adrian Bott, Rafa Tack, just the veteran of 5, starts now, and you've won a Gloamie.
Yeah, he's put in some great performances in the lead up to here, just over unsuitable distances, and they've been high pressure races, and he's absorbed a lot of that pressure and hasn't been beaten far in those. So getting out today where a race thought he'd be able to sort of control getting up in trip, and he's been able to do that today, to run his own style of race, which he hasn't been able to do yet, and that's been the key for him. And I think even going up further is going to be stronger once again, but he's in great shape.
Yeah, his racing pattern certainly came into being today, and there's going to be a lot of talk about Rawilla and McDonald out the back, but maybe more talk should be about Regan Bayliss, the way he set it up for you.
Yeah, well and truly, he was able to. He's had a fair bit to do with the horse and had a lot of confidence in him off the back of his last couple of runs, and as I said, he's just able to find that nice rhythm, nice tempo, had them strung out. Obviously the favourites were left with a bit to do, but he was out there making his own luck, and it was certainly very strong late for us.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Get up there, control that speed like you did. Running time, it's just a tough effort.
Absolutely, Brandy. I've always loved this horse, got a lot of time from ever since he won a couple of months back on the Kenzo, and Gay, Adrian and me, so there's 2 races in him. It's the Gloaming and the Spring Champion, and finally to get out to the 1800 today, and it was a tough win.
Were you always confident in the run?
I was, Brownie, but he was a little bit keen still today, so I reckon that run will just knock the edge off him, and it's going to have to heading into the Spring Champion.
Well done, bud.
Thank you.
The Glamour Mare from Scona is this year's favourite. There's the light. Ready to go. They're off in the Kosciuszko, and Front Page jump very sharply set a gate. Looks like he's going to lead. Nemeth handled the start well, bouncing to second, followed by Kimberley Secret going to third. Now Mogo Magic's up on the outside of Broken Hill. Further back to Derry Grove is really firing up badly, and Opal Ridge improves along the rails. About midfield now is Opal Ridge. They're followed further back then to Derry Grove, Bianco Villano, Cavalier Charles, and a wide par from Sizzle Manizzle. Far Too Easy's well back together with I've Been Trying, and last of all is Hourglass Cash. Last year's winner, Front Page, pilots the field at the 600 metres from Kimberley Secret, followed by Nemeth. Mogo Magic well positioned, and a few lengths further back to Opal Ridge going into 5th, into the straight now, and Front Page in front from Kimberley Secret. Now Opal Ridge is 4 lengths away. She's trying to get into the race, but Front Page is giving a tremendous kick. Front Page got 5 lengths clear. Opal Ridge, it's a bridge too far by the looks of it. Then Far Too Easy and Front Page, Tyler Schiller go back to back in the Kosciuszko. Opal Ridge second, Far Too Easy third, then Cavalier Charles. Further back then to I've Been Trying, Our Last Cash late from Kimberley Secrets, Derry Grove, Akasawa, then Sizzle Manizzle, Mogo Magic, Nemeth, Bianco Villano, Broken Hill. This is a very special moment for Tyler Schiller. He's now equal first in the Sydney Riders Premiership.
And he's picked up a $2 million race. He's done it again. Front Page, the first horse to win 2 Kosciuszkos. Red Zell won 2 Everests, and now Front Page has gone back to back. Doesn't he love it? Tyler Schiller, number 1. Front Page, you'll cop the fine. Opal Ridge will run second. Far Too Easy, second last year, third today. 5, Cavalier Charles has run fourth. Have a look at the time. 18.04. 18.04. A tremendous time, a sizzling time, and he did it all himself.
Class horse when he's right. He's had issues throughout his career. Well done, Matty Dale. New horse. He's done the Dreyers a good service here, and he's been a horse plagued with a few problems and bad luck throughout his career. But on the big stage, he's performed 2 years in a row, and no excuses. He set up the fast time, had the 59 kilos, and the big 3 class horses really singled out there and asserted their superiority. So big moment for Tyler as well. Opal Ridge gallant, Far Too Easy. A barrier didn't help. He did his thing, but can't speak highly enough of the winner. He's a good horse.
1735, Corey, 1735.
Absolutely terrific ride. This must be a very special moment for Tyler Schiller. He's riding in career best form. Like Ronnie said, he's equal first now in the Jockeys Premiership, but he's going places, this kid.
Well, the record books will show Tyler Schiller as the winning rider back-to-back on Front Page, but we'll have 2 different trainers. Jeff Duray, who trained this horse up until this year. He's retired from training. He handed the horse, a healthy, happy horse, Front Page, to Matt Dale, and they've won back-to-back Kosciuszkos. I noticed Jeff Duray here enjoying the moment alongside the family and everyone associated with Front Page. That time again, 18.04. What time are they going to run in the Everest later today? 3 gentlemen standing here, jockey with the 2 trainers, Jeff Duray last year and Matty Dale this year. You're standing here as an onlooker today, but I'm sure you're proud.
Yeah, I'm certainly proud. I was more nervous today than last year because I was hoping Matty didn't stuff it up.
Well, you certainly didn't.
No, what a horse. Like I said, Jeff, I come and congratulated Jeff this time last year and said, wow, well done, mate. You had him trained to the minute. And when the team gave me the horse about 14 weeks ago, I set out and made a plan to effectively blueprint what he did last year. So we chat to Jeff, chat to Paul, Jeff's son, and come up with a plan to just mirror what we did last year or what Jeff did last year, and we nailed it. So team effort by all involved, all my staff, family. It's been a stressful last few weeks because it's all coming to a head, and I knew Opal Ridge would be bloody hard to beat, and a sustained gallop. Tyler nailed it, and great result.
How did you pick him?
Not sure his looks. No, we went through everything, and he qualified for all these, for this race, all the qualifications. So we wanted to send him like halfway. Matt and I known each other for a long time, and we just thought he was, the right man for the job.
Lucky you, eh?
Very lucky, very lucky. We better go get a photo with the horse, before he goes.
What about that jockey? What about that jockey?
Tyler.
About Tyler?
Yeah, he's all right.
Maybe a bit better than that.
He come from Jerilderie. That's my old stamping ground.
So does my father. He come from Jerilderie too. Yeah. It's a small town, but real country win. Yeah. Good on you, Jeff.
Big win for you too, Matty.
Oh, absolutely. This is our pinnacle. This is our grand final. And it's such a build-up. A lot of grand finals in racing just lob on your doorstep 2 weeks out, whereas this is a year out. And certainly 3 months out when the sale of the tickets go on sale and the slot holders. They're vetting the horses and trotting them up a lot more now, so there's a lot more poking and prodding and sort of hoops you've got to jump through. And so it is very much a grand final when you get here.
Why couldn't he be back here next year?
I don't know. I don't train him.
He will be. He will be. Yep. With a couple more wins in between.
Another 3-day celebration.
Congratulations, Tyler. That must be very special for you, mate.
It is. It was great last year to do it for Jeff, but they've passed the baton on to Matt Dale, and he's done a terrific job. He's I can't say he's improved the horse, but he's got him going as good as he can, and geez, he's a terrific animal.
How far out did you feel the winner?
Honestly, he got control of the race very easy this year. I thought he quickened well from the top of the straight, and then he just kept building. He felt like he never stopped. Last year he felt like he was a little bit reluctant to go, and there was a few chasing, but not this year. He put them away very easy.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
Few riders not quite set. Ready now. Gates are back. They're off and racing. I Am Me's left the gates quite nicely. King of Sparta's there out wide, and rushing forward is Cold Crusher. I Am Me and Cold Crusher will fight it out early. Valana jumped well, so did Grey Worm. Inver Park out deep. Now King of Sparta's getting back as Airman goes through the pack into a pretty good spot. Then rocketing by down on the rails from Art Cadeau. The Nigeria. Jojo is a man. Well back in the field then Bella Nipotina on a wide path. Jojo is a man, got a bad check there. Inver Park got underneath it from Rustic Steel and Shelby 66 last. 600 metres to go on the Sydney Stakes. Cold Crusher in front from I Am Me. Airman without cover in third. Then Grey Worm on the inside of Valana. Inver Park, King of Sparta a bit deep, but a bit of cover coming around the turn, and Cold Crusher in front from I Am Me. Airman being pushed along now on the outside. Valana looking to come off heels, doing that now. Inside the 250, I Am Me put the head in front from Cold Crusher. Airman trying to get the pair. It's I Am Me in front. Airman is lifting the outside. I Am Me a half in front to Airman, who's running out of time, and I Am Me strong to the wire. I Am Me fended off Airman to win it. Photo third, Bella Nipotina probably just in front of Cold Crusher. Then came Valana from rocketing by, and rattling home on the inside there was Inver Park, and It's Our Time was hitting the line well. Then Inver Park, Shelby 66, Art Cadeau, Grey Worm. Jojo as a man got a bad check early from King of Sparta and Zapateo.
Well done, Kieran. What a mare.
Yeah, great. Unbelievable. James summed her up pretty well. We were just having a chat. I had to convince him that she was the right horse and that she was flying, and to disregard her last run where she sort of overdid it a little bit. And he summed her up perfect. He got her out quick, but he didn't actually ask her to be there. She relaxed beautiful, and she's ran a very quick 1200 metre race here before, and fantastic. Adam and Dean, they're massive supporters of our stable here and in Melbourne, and they got a big base beside them, and winning Sydney Stakes on Everest Day, there's not much better. So, and to my team, awesome job too, getting her to relax.
Well done. Have you got a next start mapped out?
Yeah, there's another race here in a couple of weeks. We'll have a crack at that, I'm sure.
Well done.
Cheers.
Well done, J-Mac. That was electric, mate.
Yeah, it was. She was blistering out of the stalls. Got a position a little bit faster than I actually thought we would, and it enabled us to back it off, and she had to be tough late because they felt like they were surging, but she stuck her head out and had a crack.
We're ready. There's the light. Crowd building right up and the gates open. They're off and racing. Overpass wasn't great out, but he's showing good muster. We think about it right there. Private Eye handy. Hawaii 5-0 jump well, but going back is Alcohol Free. Presses on. Alcohol Free sits outside overpass. Think about it goes to third. Cylinder fourth, and back to fifth. Private Eye. They're followed by Espiona. I Wish I Win buried midfield. Hawaii 5-0 deep out from Shinzo. Buenos Noches, Mazu, and In Secret settles back last of all. 600 to go. Overpass takes the lead now. A half on Alcohol Free. Cylinder Box seats third. Inside the favourite. Think about it. Then came Private Eye on a three-wide path. I Wish I Win back on the inside, looking for room as they come around the corner now. And the leader is Overpass. Alcohol Free dropped off. Cylinder comes off the fence. Think about it. Strides up. Private Eye. Espiona trying to work into the clear. I Wish I Win's running behind them. He needs room as Think About It takes the lead narrowly. Think About It from Cylinder. Private Eye. I Wish I Win. Think About It in front from I Wish I Win. Think About It. Think About It won the Everest. Beat I Wish I Win. Private Eye third. In Secret rattling home. Then Cylinder from Espiona. Further back to Hawaii 5-0. Shinzo. Buenos Noches. Then Mazu. Overpass weakened out. Together with Alcohol Free. Think About It. He's done it.
The horse that does not know how to lose has kept the winning streak going to 9 and has given Joe Pride and Sam Clipperton the richest win of their life. And it is for Newgate and GPI, who snapped him up in the winter. They weren't prepared to wait and let anyone else get him. They have run 1:7.64. They are just outside. Yes, track record, which stands at 1:7.32. I Wish I Win second, and Private Eye is third.
Oh, what a horse. To have a record that he's got and just keep getting the job done. A marvellous ride in the 1-1 by Sam Clipperton. Just put him in the plum spot, and that was the difference between winning and losing. He counted to 10 and off he goes. He was just weaving, ducking and weaving for a run. It would have been one of the great rides from Luke Nolan from Barrier 1 there. He's run his heart out. What a good horse he is in his own right. You'd have to say he had his chance, and to do the stable proud, the other horse, Private Eye, has battled on particularly well there. So a great result for the Joe Pride proven thoroughbreds to get first and third in the Tab Everest.
That's absolutely outstanding. That's what you want to see the Everest run like in the finish. Absolute terrific job by Think About It. Great ride by Sammy Clipperton. Great ride by Lukey Nolan back on Wish I Win. He dove through like he was going to pick him up, but wasn't to be. Nashville a little bit unlucky on Private Eye. He was trapped 3 deep, didn't have a lot of luck, but taking nothing away from the winner. Well done, Sammy Clipperton.
Okay, Henry Field from Newgate, Jamie Walder from Proven Thoroughbreds, the slot owners and the owners together. Congratulations.
Thanks very much, Greg. Great thrill. What a horse. What a horse.
He doesn't know how to lose.
That's a pretty good quality for a racehorse, isn't it? Gee, I don't know where we go from here. I was convinced he was going to get further. He's already won a Stradbroke, and now he's won an Everest. Great horse. Great horse.
Henry, I was going to ask you what you saw in this horse to pick him, but he spent time on your farm as a foal.
He was bred by the Kolovos family. He was the biggest, skinniest, lankiest, ugliest yearling on the farm, and Jamie had the foresight to put his money down and buy him, and that in itself was an extraordinary ounce of judgment. So well done.
I've got to thank Jim Carey from Newgate Farm. I wouldn't have bought the horse if it wasn't for Jim Carey. He rang me when the horse was passed in and said, he's on the market, do you want him?
How are all your owners coping with this? How are they going to cope?
I want to give a big shout out to one of our best owners who couldn't be here today, Tony Halloran. He's up there on Kingscliff watching on TV. Tony, we wish you were here. His sons are here, but he's not.
Now listen, you've run third as well.
I'll take it. He was a bit stiff too, wasn't he? He was exposed the whole way, Private Eye.
Yeah. What makes him so special now, Henry?
He's an amazing athlete with an amazing heart, and that's a rare combination. He's a phenomenal horse.
You weren't going to miss out on this horse. You picked him early. In fact, you bought the slot probably with him in mind.
Absolutely, and a masterful performance by Joe, a great ride by Sam, and I'm just so happy to see for Australian racing, a syndicated horse, to give so much joy to so many people is what this game is all about.
Joey, you've done it.
Yeah, no, amazing. So that's the big one. That's the one we want to tick off. I don't think I'll feel pressure anymore in any race after that. I mean, that's sort of climbed. I feel like Edmund Hillary, don't I? Once you've climbed Mount Everest, what do you do after that?
You climb it again, don't you?
I'd love to climb it again, but it's not going to feel as hard next time.
How has the week been with these two horses? Congratulations on running first and third, but you've had to field questions and front up every day and while looking after these horses.
Yeah, slowest week of my life, honestly. I thought it would rush by, and it's been a really slow week that it felt like everything was in, like when you're in a dream and you're running. It was like that all week. But it was, it was a week I promised myself I was going to try and enjoy, but I can't say I did, but I'll enjoy this.
You can now. What does it mean to you as a horseman?
Yeah, it's a culmination of a lot of hard work, and I'd like to think I'm my own harshest critic, but I'd like to think that people will remember me as a very good trainer who always looked after his horses, had them paramount, and at the end of the day, capable of winning the biggest race on the calendar with a horse that didn't cost a lot of money, and that's an achievement in itself.
Why does he keep winning?
Good question, isn't it? He's tenacious. There's not much about him physically that you would say that he's better than the rest, but he's just got a great motor. Clearly, V8 engine and a mind to match. He's a long way from being finished. He's had 12 starts, so I'm not sure where to from here. We'll just take stock and can't wait to race him in the autumn over a bit further. I'm sure he'll run further, but that's something we'll find out in due course.
You've been craving this for a long time, haven't you? A big moment like this.
Yeah, and that's it, and that's exactly what it is. And really proud of the team to get this one over the line.
Joe, Sydney's very proud of you because you're a Sydney boy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Sammy. How good does that feel? What a war horse.
All right, Corey, I'm lost for words. I've got so many things to tell you. I'm going to cry, I'm going to pass out, I'm going to do a backflip. I don't know. I know it sounds cliche, but when he went across the line in the premiere, I visualised this moment. I had to keep it to myself, but I just knew he simply had too many gears. Simple as that.
Coming to about the 150, I thought the stablemate Private Eye was going to grab you, but he just seems to have another gear.
Corey, this horse just finds a way. That's what winners do. I'm looking at him now. He's still had his ear pricked. I'm not going to say he's doing it at half pace, but how he's doing this horse, look, he doesn't win by 4 or 5, but who's to say when he gets to a mile or 2,000, who's to say he doesn't start winning by 4 or 5? This horse is a freak.
Congratulations, mate. Well deserved.
Thanks, Brownie.
Right on for the Silver Eagle. They're ready to go. Gates are back. They're off and racing, and there's a tremendous line out of the barriers. Pericles jumped well. Looks like Cote's going forward out deep, and Sacred Satano. Sacred Satano has the head in front in the early part. New Endeavour there. Cote there. Pericles there. Yellow Brick there. And now Caboo starting to muster up on the inside. What a mad go for the front. Ruthless Dame tracks up beautifully on the rails as Pericles got a bit of a check there. Ruthless Dame stayed out of harm's way. I think Benedetta did as well. Then came Vienna Princess from Williamsburg. Coin toss well back. Gravini well back on a 3-wide pass. from Straight Acer, and Rosita's last of all. 600 metres to go. Yellow Brick in front now from Sacred Satono. Cote third, followed by Kaboo fourth on the rails. Pericles peeling, New Endeavour peeling. Ruthless Dame in a bit of traffic, has found a gap trying to slice through. Yellow Brick comes up the rise, but Sacred Satono went to it quickly, and Sacred Satono hits the lead. Down the outside, Vienna Princess, Pericles. Ruthless Dame's getting a rails run. Vienna Princess moved up on the outside of Pericles. Vedadena's running on. Vienna Princess, Pericles slogging it out, and Vienna Princess it on. Vienna Princess runs away. Storming home, Straight Acer got up for second in front of Pericles. Photo for fourth between Benedetta wide out, Ruthless Dame on the fence, Williamsburg flashing home, then Rosita coin toss, Sacred Satono, further back New Endeavour, Krabini, Kaboo. Yellow Brick was second last. Cote finished right out the back.
Vienna Princess is much underrated. We can officially say that now. A super win. And for a lot of the slot owners in the Everest, they've got something out of the wreck. Ed Cummings has got him flying. Ronnie, she's serious.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so until this preparation. Soft the other day and dominant up in class here today. So she's got a spot in the Golden Eagle, as has Straight Acer, who's come from nowhere, sort of winning little low benchmark races and continues to hold that form. Pericles maybe just the run he had to have. Lee just knocked up a little bit the last bit, so I think he'll be better for the experience, but we'll have to revise this race and have another few looks at it. A few disappointment.
Okay, the numbers 14, 10, 1 and 12. Now they've run 1:14.85. Duff, just check your race book. Is Trapeze Artist 1:14.19? Okay, Chris Waller is the winning trainer. He's got this mare going so well, Vienna Princess, a mare by Schnitzel, for some big name owners, and I reckon they're going to have a lot of fun with this girl.
Yeah, she's come good, Greg. She's shown us ability previous preparations, but hasn't really done it back to back. So, yeah, after a good first up win, I just wanted to see her run similar to that, but she probably exceeded my expectations. She blew them away.
You look forward to the Golden Eagle now?
Yeah, it's an amazing race day as the spring's unfolding. What a day today. And in a few weeks' time, the West gets their chance to shine out at my home track at Rose Hill. So, yeah, it just brings people to the races. I'm just so proud to be a trainer in Sydney, and racing's in a good place. And yeah, we should all be very proud of it and keep it going.
And then, after the Everest, we're still racing for $1 million races. Yeah. We get to race 8 and it's worth $1 million.
We get to Wollongong, we get to Newcastle, and we get to see part of New South Wales.
Are you all set for the inaugural King Charles III with your runners?
Yeah, we are. We've got a good hand. Obviously, Fangirl, she was the benchmark behind NMO last year. The Epsom winner, Epsom place getter. Tissue is a Group 1 winner, and there's another one there too. So we've got a good hand.
Good luck.
Thank you.
2 to go, including the $5 million King Charles. Here's Kerra McAvoy.
Well done, K-Mac. You told me the other day that his horse has really improved this preparation. She showed it again today.
Yeah, brilliant. She's so honest, Brownie. She's got a great will to win, and travelled well. I was a little bit further back than what we wanted, but Chris had given me good confidence going in. He said she's improved from the run, and I was able to get in a better spot at sort of the halfway mark and into the clear when I wanted to, and yeah, she did the rest. I pressed the button and away she went. So she's a dream to ride for sure.
She has a good turn of foot.
She did. She picked up well, and I thought, I'm just hitting the front a little bit early now, but she was very game when I saved, and I thought I'll just save a bit to pass the furlong. I'm going to give her a reminder, and then away she went again and found another length. So that's all you can ask for from a jockey's point of view.
$5 million in stakes, and we're ready for the Group 1. Set. Gate gets her back. Racing, Fangirl missed the kick marginally there. Golden Miles jumped out well. So did Redina on the inside. My Oberon's very handy. And Mr. Brightside being sent forward. Think It Over settled right behind them in fifth, and Fangirl quickly up behind her. Then came Zayrek, Light Infantryman about midfield. A length and a half further back to Nugget, then Buckaroo with the black cap on the inside of a Tissue. Now Kovalik is well back in the field with Hope in Your Heart, and Whetall down on the rails is back with them. So Redina holds the front for the time being. Golden Mile on the outside. He looks content to sit outside. So Redina in front of half to Golden Mile. Mr. Brightside straight to third in front of My Oberon. Two further back to Think It Over. A half the inside to Fangirl. Further back to Zayrek from Light Infantryman. Then came Nugget from Buckaroo at Tissue. Well back Whetall, Hope in Your Heart, and Kovalik in a three-wide positions. Last of all, it's the Epsom winner Redina at the 600 metres, a half in front to Golden Mile. In third position, My Oberon, a half the outside to Mr. Brightside, given every possible hope in the run. Then came Fangirl, and 2 lengths to Think It Over. Into the straight, Redina in front from Golden Mile. My Oberon moves up boldly on the outside. Now Mr. Brightside and Fangirl, here they come. Fangirl moved up. Fangirl takes the lead from Mr. Brightside. He's got a job to get there. The mare's going great guns. Fangirl, look at her go. Fangirl, a big win in the King Charles III. Beat Mr. Brightside and My Oberon. I think Nugget fourth, then Kovalika. Further back to Think It Over, Hope in Your Heart, Buckaroo, Light Infantryman, Redina, Golden Mile, Whetall, Zayrek and Tissue. There's no Animo to worry about these days, and Fangirl notches her second group success, winning the Wing Stakes first up. Heavily backed Fangirl, James McDonald for Chris Waller.
You conquered all the Queen Elizabeths with that great mare, and you got another one here, winning the first King Charles. Well done.
Thank you. No, it was pretty special. Simple as that. Great family, great supporters of mine, and yeah, marvellous idea again from Racing New South Wales. Russell Bording, what a genius, and Peter Volandis, just a master. What this brings to this race day, and it brings the best milers together. We're seeing the best sprinters together, and it gives them their chance to get down to Melbourne and show off how good these horses really are as well. So racing's the winner.
You set this mare for this race some time ago. You had one eye on this race and you would not deviate.
Yeah, that's true, but I can't do it without a team. I can make the plans, but the team do. The team carry them out. So just an amazing feeling to work with that backup that you've got. A few of them are here today. Most of them are still home working at home, and I just can't thank them enough.
Just describe her for us, because she has gone past the best miler in the country.
No, she's very good. She's always been a slight filly, and she's turned into a mare, and even now she's almost fully mature. So I'm not surprised that she's finishing off as well as she is and still lifting. So it's pretty exciting the next 12 to 18 months.
How good is she? Like, she, you know, with Big Animo beating her, can quite often break a horse's heart chasing a good horse like that, but she's just come back bigger and better than ever.
Oh, mate, her track work, this last 2 weeks, her trial was phenomenal. Like, I just hadn't feel her go as well. And she can throw in the old gallop where she's a bit lackluster in her work, but she had an eagle eye on her. Like, she was walking around with her ears pricked, and just had she just wanted to be there, you know. And I was so confident coming here today, and just with her, how she's been at home. Yeah, she's just a really good racehorse, and I'm so happy she can reap the awards, because I think that was a Group 1 as well. So fantastic.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
Into Summertime is the last to move in at very big odds. This is the Ank Stakes, the James Squire Ank Stakes, and we're ready to go. The last on Everest Day, the gates are back. Amakura immediately taken back. Street Gossip again very sharply and is going to head them all off. Osbred flew away well and it's poking up in second position early on the outside of Mountain Guest. Soul Choice didn't show great speed out. Soul Choice will settle in fourth on the inside of Mirror View. They string out a bit. Couple off to Thalassophile, and the inside of Renaissance Woman has got a nice spot. Length and a half to More Secrets on the inside of the well-back Frumos. Further back to So Dazzling. Amakura on the fence from Premise into Summertime. Well back then is Osmos, and Newlyweds back last of all. Street Gossip shows the way at odds. Out by a length on Osbred Flirt. Mountain Guest third, Mirror View well positioned. Then Soul Choice from Renaissance Woman. Further back to Thalassophile and the rails from Frumos. But then came More Secrets on the inside of So Dazzling. Further back to Premise, trying to improve its position from Amakura into Summertime. Newlywed and Osmos are the last two. 600 to go now. Added Street Gossip in front. For Adam Hieronymus, leads by 3/4 to Osbred Flirt, sticking to the task. Then Mountain Guest, Mirror View wound up. Soul Choice coming well off the fence. And Renaissance Woman under plenty of pressure. 2 lengths further back to Frumos. More Secrets running in under pressure. The Flirt takes the lead now. Osbred Flirt at the 200. Races 2 lengths clear. Renaissance Woman trying to run on. She's doing a good job of it now. Osbred Flirt being tackled by Renaissance Woman the outside. And Renaissance Woman too strong beat Osbred Flirt. More Secrets got up for third. Thalassophile fourth. Then Mirror View, Soul Choice, Mountain Guest. Further back to Amakura. Frumos didn't hit the line. Then Premise, So Dazzling, Osmos. Street Gossip got pretty tired from Newlywed. And into Summertime, Renaissance Woman.
For Josh Parr and Björn Baker. They've got maybe some sort of consolation at the end of the day, winning the Ank Stakes. Renaissance Woman has charged over Osbred Flirt, and More Secrets in the pink. He's going to get home into third spot.
Yeah, a really nice mare, this. She just needed to run first up. She'd come on beautifully, presented well, and come back really well. So there's more in store for her over the spring, I've got no doubt, in the wide world. Just overdid it a little bit. Got there soon, Osbred Flirt. No disgrace getting run down by that filly. And More Secrets got a long way back. Had to push away off the inside there, and she did really good work late there. Maybe she was the one half a run short this time.
Yeah, it has. It's been a big week, actually, and yeah, I must say I was confident she'd run well. It was a great ride by Josh. It worked out really well, and it's a funny game racing. 1 minute you're in front, 1 minute you're down, and you can come back in a quick period of time. So no, we're going to have a lot of fun now. We might kick on a bit. We're looking a bit.
You're going to keep going.
No, mate, big game tomorrow. All Blacks.
What's the take home with Overpass?
Yeah, look, we'll have a good look at it tomorrow. He recovered well. He's a top class horse, and maybe got beaten by some better ones today. We'll have to reassess and go from there. But yeah, obviously disappointing for the team, but we were there and great to be involved, and hopefully we can get him right. He'll be back in good races no time.
Well done, Joshy. She was explosive today.
Yeah, she certainly was, Brownie. I'm so happy to win on her. She's just a lovely mare now. She's taken that progression from 3-year-old filly to a really strong mare. And to sprint like that second up or twice at the mile, this preparation I think is a big feather in in Bjorn and his team's cap, because they've kept her sharp enough to be able to show that, but as fit as a trout, and she ran through the line hard.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
And that wraps up